People, what's going on,
What are you saying, G?
fam? What are you saying?
Nah, man. Nah, I know we're gonna get into it soon enough, but it's just been a frustrating 48 hours for man. I can't lie. Usually I'm not even emotional in this thing, but over the last 48 hours I've been flipping left, right, and center, man.
Fam, listen, yeah, bruv. I feel like you're gonna need a monologue, blood. So it's one of them ones. Everyone was in the comments talking about your AFTV interview. So, bruv, we're gonna get into that.
Come on.
Fam, Turkish, take the floor, blood.
Take the floor, fam. Bro, where do we start, man? Where do we start, fam? Like, I've been telling man from years, bro. Like, I actually, just before this video, yeah, someone tweeted one of my old interviews from a couple of years ago where I'm talking about Xhaka, where I'm talking about Ozil, where I'm talking about Bellerin, where I'm talking about Iwobi. And it's all facts, bro. It's all facts, fam. Like 2-3 years later, 3 of the 4 same problems just from that interview alone. I need to look back at more interviews where I talk about the board, because even now, no one's talking about Kroenke, fam. I get it with Arteta. I get it. Obviously, man are going to blame him. It's cool. I don't care about Arteta. Like, I don't care who the manager is right now. But is no one going to talk about the real problem? One of these insiders, what's his name, James Ollie or something, he said Arteta wanted 2 midfielders this summer. He wanted the creative one and he wanted a Partey style one. He got one of them. So at the end of the day, he didn't get his resources, his tools, fam. I don't give a shit if he come out and told us that he got backed. I don't care about all that, fam. The legend, the guy I loved, Wenger, lied to us. He lied to us. So if he can lie to us, you think I give a shit about what Arteta's telling, man? I don't care. At the end of the day, fam, he didn't get what we needed. I don't care if he wanted it or not. He didn't get what we needed. They didn't get what we needed. But it's the same old, whether it's Arteta, Emery, or Wenger. We have same transfer windows every year, so I can't blame the manager too much, because if the transfer window don't change, it goes above him. It goes to the people in charge of it. He's not the one that should be calling clubs selling players, because I'm not talking about just buying players here. I'm talking about selling too. Arteta shouldn't be the one calling, man, saying, yo, do you want to buy this, man? This guy's on the transfer list. We should have a team for that, hopefully, ideally. But obviously, they're not doing their job. Carman should be out of this club, bro. We went into the summer with 2 right backs, yeah? One not really being a right back, Maitland-Niles. We bought a third one, and instead of selling one of the other 2, we kept all 3. When we know 2 of the 3 are already not good enough. And that's just one position, bro. We've got Xhaka playing again. We've seen Mustafi make a mistake this season, 5-6 seasons in a row now. He's made mistakes in the league. Like, fam, here we are again, bro. If we had this show for years, I would have been saying the same thing for years on here too. Cause I can't blame a manager when it's bigger than that, bro. Like another L, innit? And Tottenham round the corner. I told Expressions to jump on our show this Friday, and he said, yeah, cool, and make it a little North London derby special. You can referee the thing, cause obviously Expression gets a bit wild, fam. But obviously with me, I know what it is already, bro. I know what it is already. So I'm going into the Lions den there. So it's a bit mad, but bro, you talk to me now, fam. How do you see it from your end? Because obviously a few weeks ago, Arteta was like, not the man, but everyone saw good things in him, Yeah. And now his name's on the tip of everyone's tongue in terms of blame. So what do you see as?
Bro, like, my thing is, innit? Like, I have to stay consistent. Why have I got... Hold on. All right, yeah. I have to stay consistent with my philosophy on football, yeah? Arteta's not to blame for necessarily the results, but he's definitely to blame for the style of football that I'm watching, innit? Like, I can't give him a blight for that. If I give him a blight for that, I have to give Ollie a blight. Obviously, Ollie's got way better players than Arteta. Like, let's not sleep on that. However, the brand of football I'm seeing from Arteta is nothing like what I expected him to be showing us, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You look at his pedigree, Barcelona graduate. You know what I mean? The way he played the game, he's played under Wenger, so he's played at Arsenal when they were still playing attractive football. He's coached at Manchester City. I thought he was going to come in and at least bring in a brand of football, yeah, that was closer to that Arsene Wenger days as opposed to the Emery days, bro.
Yeah.
He's playing Emery ball, blood. Like, and it's horrible, bro. And it's like he doesn't have great players, but I tell you what, he's got better players than Brighton. You know what I mean? He's got better players than a lot of these clubs that you're playing worse football than. Your goal scorer can't even get a shot on goal for love nor money, bro. You know what I mean? And everyone's saying, oh, is it the new contract? Bro, he's not even getting chances to miss them. So when I'm looking at your club, because your club have conceded more goals than they've scored or something like that, like, bruv, that's on the manager. Like, it's not on the players, bro. Because man have players that score goals. So as much as I think that Arteta is better than what we're seeing, the style of football is not giving me nothing to buy into. And I was someone that I looked at his pedigree on paper and I thought, you know what, he could be a dark horse. Like, he could be someone that comes in and does something. And also, when you listen to the way he speaks, the way he articulates himself, I for sure thought, you know what, like, he's got something here. But what he's doing now, obviously, it's not his fault. I think that when he leaves, there's going to be a big expose at your club, innit? Because your club's a shambles. Even with the Ozil thing, the brother come out saying he feels sorry for the way he's been treated and that. But then Edu came out and said that it was the manager's decision to drop him. So clearly it wasn't. So these men are lying on the manager, and the manager's been hung out to dry, innit? And then obviously he wanted his creative player. He didn't get it, and he's not allowed to use Ozil as well. So now he's playing flipping Willock there, bro. Like, so I get it. Maybe he's playing Willock there as a sign to the board to say, what, you never gave me my guy, so now this is who we got.
Yeah.
Maybe he's doing it.
It's not black and white at Arsenal. You're right, fam. It has to be. You have to look at it more in depth, like you just did there. Like, a lot of people say, he should have. Let's say he should have sold Xhaka instead of telling him to stay. But at the same time, if an owner is telling you, or a board is telling you that, listen, this summer we only have this much to spend, you can only really improve on maybe 2 positions most and look for a free transfer. Yeah, you have to take that into consideration and look at Xhaka at the time and think, well, we need the body, you know. Even I have to admit that moving into this season, we couldn't get rid of any central midfielders. We had to with Guendouzi, apparently, because of attitude problems. On top of that, all right, Torreira went on loan. I think that's one too many already, because we only brought Partey in. El Nene came back. The midfield is thin. It's dead. Without Partey, that midfield is a 0 out of 10 rating. Clean. The imbalance there in the middle is crazy. But there's more to it than just thinking, he chose to. It's bigger than Arteta, you know. And you are right. Arteta's given the tools and resources, and he should be doing better. And that's why I don't give a shit about, the pressure on him. I understand that, but at the same time, apply the right sort of pressure and put the rest of the pressure on the right areas, because it's not just him. If he goes next week, we bring in another manager, we still start Granit Xhaka. We still start Hector Bellerin potentially, if not Bellerin, Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles ain't great. Our fans tend to hang on to players and act like they are somebody they are not. We were offered nearly 20 mil for Ainsley Maitland-Niles this summer. Man,
that's such bad business to not sell him, especially if you're not going to play him.
Arsenal fans were telling me that's not enough.
For a homegrown player?
Blood, they were telling me
during a pandemic, nearly £20 million up front. That's a brilliant deal.
This is our fans, fam. This is our fans. Okay, cool. You want to keep him. I get that. Bellerin, then loan him to PSG or do what you want with him, fam, because we've seen mistakes too many from him year on year. It's another one. So Arteta's been put in that position. And with the Ozil thing, he took that on his chest too. So he'll die on that sword if push comes to shove, because as much as Edu put on him, a few weeks later, Arteta came out and said, it's my decision. Like, if you have a problem with it, it's me. You know, and then lo and behold, 3-4 weeks later, you're losing few games in a row, 3 at home, and the pressure's on because you've said things with your chest now that even I can't really defend. Hence why I don't care about Arteta. It's just the same story I'm seeing again, another puppet. And fam, how many puppets are we going to attack as a fan base, bro? Because Wenger was a puppet. Emery was a puppet, but Emery actually told us some truths. And then Arteta's the next puppet. Are we going to keep attacking the puppet, or are we going to go to the puppet master? Because at the end of the day, we're not attacking the true problem. We keep on going to the face of the problem. The face is not the true problem. The face is the man you see 90 minutes on the sidelines every single week. Okay, cool. Arteta, Emery, Wenger. But really and truly, open your eyes now, fam. How many managers are we going to go through? We're not Chelsea. You know, these players can't down tools and think we owe them anything or they've done anything for us. With Chelsea, when Chelsea players down tools, Hazard, Fabregas, Costa, they all won the title for fans. They had an emotional connection with fans. These players ain't done fuck all for Arsenal in terms of the big leagues, in terms of achieving top 4 even at the bare minimum. I'm talking like that's something now, but in reality, it's nothing. If you're not challenging in the Champions League, making top 4 for fans is nothing. It's Bants, you know. I want to go in there and challenge, but bro, like you said, the monologue is going to come in bits and bobs today, car. I can't lie. Like I said, the last 48 hours, man, it's the same shit again, bro. You know, the same. And fans I see on Twitter, yeah, I got a ticket for the Rapid Vienna game. Yeah, I got a ticket. Who wants to see them right now, bro? Like, why? Like, what's going on? It's like it's a show, fam. Arsenal's a real show, you know. It's a real, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
That's what I mean. A North London derby coming up, bruv. If man don't win that, oh Lord. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh Lord.
Well, it could be the best and the worst time to play them. You know, we'll see at the end of the 90 minutes.
I think it's the best time. I think it's the best time to play them because you know what? Like I always said to United fans, they're like, oh, every time Ollie's under pressure, United win. Bro, do you see these big games? These players don't need any motivation for it. And this is even more showing you, when fans are like, oh yeah, players don't care and this, that, and the other. And bro, these men need no more motivation than we do. You know them ones. When they get out there, they're playing for pride, innit?
They shouldn't.
And that's what it is. And in the big games, these guys turn up because they just know it's a big game, bro. These men live in certain areas. You think that these men want to go petrol station and fill up their car if they've lost to Tottenham? Them men don't want to leave their house.
No.
You know, like they don't want to leave their house, bro. So all these people that think that, oh, these guys don't care, it's nonsense. These guys really care. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be surprised if they go and get a result from this game for the simple fact that they're not expected to.
Yeah.
They're not expected to. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that. It doesn't raise my hope and optimism, but I can understand from a neutral perspective. Like it does look like a good game to have because form goes out the window in these games, you know, and you take it for what it is. And Tottenham players, I guarantee they know what this game is. Jose Mourinho knows what this game is. Mikel Arteta knows what this game is. But some of the players, bro, some of them players, they might know what it is, but they ain't got the heart. They ain't got the balls to make a difference, even if they know what it is, you know?
Yeah.
The occasion will get to them more than, or the occasion could get to them more than it could spur them on. That's why I'm still very pessimistic about it. I'm not gonna, you know, blindfold myself and think that game, even if we win it, which looks so far away right now, changes anything at the club. You know, it's a one-off game. All it does is take pressure off Arteta, cool. But if the pressure's off Arteta, are we going to start applying pressure to the right place, or are we just going to take it as it comes again till it's the next time we put pressure on Arteta? I don't know.
Yeah, facts. Big up everyone inside. Nearly 1,000 in the building. Make sure you smash the like. Let us know where you're watching from as well. With Arteta, the one thing I say about him, I think that might be an issue is managers like Arteta need his own players, innit? The reason why I say that, it's the same with Jose. It's the same with Pep Guardiola. You see these guys, he seems like he's very, very rigid in the way he manages, innit?
Yeah.
He likes certain players. He'll tolerate certain things. He won't tolerate certain things. Like the way he's dealt with like the Bellerin situation, it's clear that he just likes Bellerin, so he's just playing him, innit? Even when he's not playing well. He got rid of the French that played in midfield for you lot. Guendouzi, because he just didn't like, man. You know them one. And that's what it's like, bro. It just seems like if you don't like a certain man or he just don't fancy you, you're just out in the cold, innit? And then the Ozil situation as well, I'm sure that would have rubbed up a few people the wrong way. Like, he's one of the senior players there.
Yeah.
You know I mean, whether people like it or not.
When I look at it, I've always wanted more discipline and ruthlessness at Arsenal, but it needs to be consistent and at the right places. I can't lie. I look at Guendouzi and I think that's the sort of not attitude I want at the club, but that's the sort of player I want, who leaves it all on the line on the pitch. He might not be the best yet. He might not fulfill his potential. But in terms of, you're going to get 100% out of Matteo Guendouzi if he goes on that pitch. He's going to put his body in front of whatever he can, regardless. I know that alone will give me more than a Granit Xhaka. Hence why even El Nene has looked good in parts this season, because El Nene works pretty hard and he does try his best. His best is not great, but he tries his best. But I just think with the Ozil one, I kind of agree, but I kind of disagree too, considering the club should have sorted it out before. We shouldn't have another season where we're being asked about Ozil, discussing Ozil again, but we are. And I just can't wait for another 8 months to go, and then we're done with him and we can stop discussing him, whether it was right or wrong, because I've discussed right or wrong for years on end now. Whether it was right or wrong, it's done, because there's too many clouds over Arsenal, and that Ozil one is one cloud. Kroenke is the biggest cloud, and there's other little clouds here and there. Vinay, Edu, David O'Leary was meant to come into the club, someone that has an emotional connection with the club, but he didn't get put on because he wanted to be on the board, and the board are very stiff old men. They don't let people on. They didn't even let Usmanov on when Usmanov had 30%. How can you not? Imagine you own 30% of a business, fam. And some of the board owners who own 1%, 2%, 3% are on the board making decisions, but you can't go on and make any decisions owning 30%.
Yeah.
There is nothing more to that than just hate to that person. In the end, we lost out on him. That was our light at the end of the tunnel. But bro, Edu's another one. We got an ex-player, put him in the director of football, head of football position, and sold it to us. But in reality, bro, we need someone experienced either as manager or as director of football. One or the other has to be experienced. Both can't be in their first terms in that role, but they are. Both are a year or so in. It's messed up, bro. And I'm meant to trust these men. That's why I have to look above, because who put these inexperienced men in the place of, Wenger, who you held on to for so long because of his experience? You went to the other end of the spectrum. Like we missed out on top managers holding out on Wenger so long. People might laugh now, but there was a time when I thought we could get Klopp. I thought we could get.
You could have got
Allegri. That's just recent. I thought Klopp and Guardiola might have potentially chosen us if we had let go of Wenger early. I was kidding myself, considering this board don't offer the money, so Guardiola would never have done it. But we held out on Wenger. Then we missed out on other managers. And now, it's not we're missing out on managers. There's plenty of managers out there that might be able to do a job, but we went for inexperience. And it's an easy, turn for fans, because if you go for inexperience, as soon as it goes wrong, it's like, well, this guy ain't done it before, so how can we trust him?
Facts, 100%. This chat coming in here. Ozil is still in training. Exactly. And you can't tell me that Arsenal are getting pammed in games, man are playing with a guy that's still a top level player, bro. He might not be world class or whatever. The guy's still a top level player. You can't tell me that players aren't sitting there thinking, hold on a minute, this guy's running rings around us in training. He's not even in the squad. Bruv, that's got to be dividing the dressing room, bro. You know what I mean? It's better. It's either he's in or he's out, bro. Like, he shouldn't even still be training if they've decided he's not going to play again, because, again, it's just more division that the team don't need, bruv.
Yeah, you know what it is? I find that because some of the things Ozil's done on the pitch for us, I can't let that go. So when I talk about Ozil, I don't feel sorry, and I don't feel like he would have an impact. Like, I watched him in the Europa League final. Disgraceful, smashed 4-1, dominated, and he had the cheek to come off like he was playing good and the rest of the team let him down. And that's not the only moment I remember of Ozil in a negative light. There's been other moments. So when I think about Ozil now, I fail to see the impact he could have. But you are right, it's dividing. It's definitely dividing. That's why it should have been sorted out. Regardless if you leave him out of the 25-man squad, it should have been sorted out, because questions remain. He remains in and around the squad. He does this Twitter thing now, which plays on the fans' emotions. And when we lose, it's like, oh, Ozil, we miss you. And it's just a roller coaster roundabout, fam.
Yeah. Super chat, Chelsea drew with Spurs to stop them winning the league when form was bad and players down tools. Arsenal don't need any motivation this weekend. Absolutely. It's facts. And that's why I say I'm not really too worried, yeah, about form. Form goes out the window in these kind of games, bro. Do you know what I mean? The one thing I would say is if there were fans in the stadium, then I would be even more sure that Arsenal were going to get something. You know what I mean? Because these things matter.
Yeah, it definitely matters. But when I look at the squad, bro, I try and think about who really cares about this fixture on Arsenal side. And I'd hope Gabriel and Tierney care, but they've only been here a year or less than a few months with Gabriel. So I don't know if they care. Other than that, in the back line, I don't know, fam. You know who I thought about? Remember Chesney, bro?
Yeah.
Chesney might not have been the best keeper, yeah. But when it came to this game in particular, yeah, and any game, he tried his best, didn't it? He wasn't the best. And when it came to Tottenham, he would do things that make me think this guy knows what this occasion's about. Some dirtiness sometimes. I remember he took out Gareth Bale one time. For me, we don't have players that have shown me this game means something. And not only this game, we mean something as fans either. But this game in particular, I don't have much faith. Look around the squad, I might think Oba cares, considering he signed a new contract. He's been here years. He knows what this fixture's about.
Yeah.
Saka would care. Young, coming through the academy, he knows what this fixture's about. But aside from that, bro, I don't think Willian cares like that. I don't think Laka really cares about Arsenal anymore, let alone this fixture. Xhaka, fed up. El Nene, Ceballos, Bellerin, Holding. Oh, my God. Who cares about this game on Arsenal's side? Please let me know in the comments. Bring out some names that you think, yeah, they care about this North London derby coming up. Because I need to know. I can't see past a few of these players, and that's it. And that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
When I look at Tottenham, I know a lot of their players know what this is about.
Fair enough. I hear that, bruv. But boom, super chat. Wasn't Emery experienced though? We went for experience and it didn't work.
No, we went for experience, and at the first sight of anything going bad, we turned on the manager who told us we have no money, who told us we can only loan players, who told us his hands are tied behind his back. He couldn't really do much more under contract. He tried to tell us some things that we didn't latch onto. And in hindsight now, when you have Arteta coming out and saying, I got the full backing of the board, I got the full support, don't you look back at Emery telling us the truth then in a bit more of a better light? Don't you miss that in a sense? Because Wenger lied to us for years. Finally, we had a manager in his first January transfer window told us in the first few days, we have no money. We can only loan players. That was the first time I've ever heard that. Wenger would tell us we have money, but we're only going for world-class talent and go and get Kim Kallstrom. Yeah, that was lies upon lies. With Emery, he told us the truth. Yes, it went sour, but he told us the truth. And that's what I respect. Like Van P, for example, pagan. But I respect that he tried to tell us fans the truth. But we failed to, really understand it because the hate really took over. And I get that because it took over with me as well. It took me a few years after that letter for me to appreciate he tried to tell us the truth.
Absolutely. Big up you, man. 1.2K in here. Make sure you smash the like.
My man and Ndombele versus Xhaka. Oh my God.
Yeah, it might just be a mad thing. My man saying it's a loud drink. This is fresh watermelon juice. That's what it is, bro. No,
bro, check was too much for fucking Xhaka, bro. Well, let alone what Ndombele is gonna do. Every game Xhaka plays, more often than not, 9 times out of 10, the other midfielders getting the better of him.
Yeah, and Ndombele, bro, he's a top player anyway. Him against Xhaka is gonna be funny. I'm not gonna lie, because if that's what happens, he's gonna get pammed. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. It's a weird one, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because derby games, it doesn't mean anything, bro. Form don't mean nothing, bro.
It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't.
It don't mean nothing. So because of that, I'm not reading too much into it. If I'm completely honest, I think that it's a must-win game for Arteta. I think that it's a must-win game for Arsenal, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not even a must-win, must not lose game, bro.
Yeah,
because the pressure's piling up on man.
It is, bro. And this is the one. You know what? This ain't a Newcastle. This is Tottenham. This runs a lot deeper than another L. This L is a lot bigger than other L's, especially now, considering the last few years and and them finishing above us in the league consistently now.
Bruv. And Bellerin obviously is still playing. Fam, he's shocking. Like, I don't, bruv, like when I watched that Wolves game, I couldn't believe how easy it was to just expose him, bro.
Too easy, you know. He draws it. You can draw him out so easy and get a ball over the top around the side, and there's space down the left. Too easy. And even if he is there, bro, he's backing off. He ain't tackling, so he might as well not be there, you know, because it looks better that he might have got tripped. But when you're backing off till you're in the box, yeah, then you can't make a tackle. Makes no sense to me, you know. That's not a mistake. That's not trick. That's stupidity. That's lack of awareness. That's lack of heart, you know. So
yeah, absolutely, bruv. What's this? Kane and Son will be up for it because they played crap on Sunday. I don't think they played crap on Sunday. I just think it was a very tight game. It was a very cagey game, and yeah, they weren't afforded a lot of space, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I think that was testament to how well Chelsea defended, but also how little risk Tottenham took because they didn't want to leave with nothing that game. They came for a draw and they got it. So I don't think that they didn't play well. So I wouldn't say that. But, bro, there's just so many different things wrong at Arsenal. But it's not... It would be ignorant in it to put it down to just the players or just the manager. It's obviously a mixture of both, innit? Like, he needs better players. But at the same time, yeah, what he's getting out of these players, I think it's not enough right now.
No,
personally, I don't think it's enough, man.
But you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we abandoned that 3 at the back, 5 at the back to do this. And since we've done that, because of pressure from fans, we've taken L's. We've been more open, you know. It hasn't helped us scoring goals, but it sure helped other teams score goals against us, you know. So that's just, I knew that was a possibility. I said it 3 weeks ago, not only on my channel, on this show too, that cool. If he does open up a bit, if he tries to attack, if he goes 4-3-3, we still ain't got, especially without Partey, we haven't got the 3 in the middle for that formation. You know, that transition was too slow for Unai Emery many times. Joe Willock, Ceballos and Xhaka. And now that's who we're playing now because Partey's out till the new year. We might as well go to the fullbacks, you know, because Xhaka only started looking good when we went to a back 3 because he doesn't have to do as much on the ball. The fullbacks do more of the work. But in reality, now it's a 4-3-3. You see how slow and mobile, unaware he is because he takes more responsibility now. But it's not good enough, you know. It's not good enough. So Arteta needs to do something again. And against Tottenham, I expect him to change back to a back 3. I can't lie to you because that's been more solid for us. And now the pressure's on. You're going to have to go with what you know because these players ain't going to change overnight. They haven't changed over years, let alone overnight.
Facts. What do you think of this whole Saliba thing you were saying?
The way it's been handled is, again, bloody hell, bro. Like anything we talk about with Arsenal, the way it's handled is poor. But yeah, it's been handled poorly, yeah. But what us Arsenal fans also need to realize is last season, I said it, we can't expect nothing from Saliba this year. And if anything, I would bed him in slowly and not even play him first team. He's a 19-year-old centre-back, you know. So that's all narrative as well. So as much as people want to see Saliba, defensively hasn't been really our issue this season. It's been transition and scoring goals. So calling for Saliba when that's been more of an issue this season is short-sighted. It's just easy to pick out, but it has been handled poorly yet again. But he's 19, he's turning 20. None of these centre-backs that make it in the Prem come in that early, that young and make it. This is a top league, you know, physical league. So you can't be putting in young men like that. So it's a 50-50 for me. I would have kept them out, but I would have done it a lot better than the way they've done it.
Facts. I hear that, bro.
And then the man just mentioned Fofana. The thing about Fofana at Leicester is he wasn't coming into the first team. It was meant to be Soyuncu and Johnny Evans. Obviously, Soyuncu got injured. Now, with Fofana hasn't lost a parent in the past 12 months. And playing for Leicester, the pressure is less than playing for Arsenal. As much as Leicester, cool, laugh, whatever. Leicester have been better than us for the last 12 months, cool, whatever. Playing for Arsenal is a lot more pressure. You make a mistake for Arsenal, you won't hear the end of it. You make a mistake for Leicester, in a week, it'll be brushed under the carpet. So it's very different, isn't it? You know?
100%, my bro. 1 second. Yeah. I'm getting feedback on my mic.
I can hear you clearly. What of me?
No, but me, when I speak, no, it's gone now. It
was
keeps
doing
coming.
that to me yesterday. It was doing that to me yesterday. I was baffed.
Okay, yeah. Say no more, bro.
You
No, I'm
a
saying. So
I
yeah,
remember I
but
was messing with my camera, bro, and I was looking like I was using
he said
dial-up,
that. He
man.
said the echo. Yeah, but it's gone now. But honestly, I hear what you're saying. I know the concerns in it, but like Arsenal fans, there's so many, bruv. There's so many layers to this nonsense. It's the same with United. There's so many layers to what's going on at the club. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many layers, bro. It's
100%.
like crap board, crap manager, crap coaching staff, bro. It's from top to bottom. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, like, as much as I hate these guys that are there, yeah, the guys that even made it possible for them to have a job in the first place, they got blood on their hands.
yeah.
How have you got? There's the only way you bring in Ollie Solskjaer, yeah, is if you make sure that he's got a proper structure around him, yeah, to kind of hide the fact that the guy's useless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a reason why all these dead managers can go into Barcelona and still win trophies, bro. Because they've already got the director of football, they've already got the transfer targets, they've already got all of these things, and he just inherits something and he works with what he's got.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't be going and giving Ollie Solskjaer power to do what, bro? You know what I'm saying?
It's true. You look at the teams that really have been winning in the last 6-7 years. Let's say since Fergie left, because it's been a lot longer for us. But Chelsea, their owner wants to win. Man City, their owner wants to win. You know, it might be an ego thing, but at the same time, it works for the team. It works for the fans, because if it is an ego thing, it's still win-win for the fans too, for the club too. You know, because they build, they rebuild. Liverpool the same. You know, I think their ownership is a bit of winning and a bit of, you know, good business. You know, they're good businessmen. It's not like Kroenke. Kroenke is not a good businessman, because the value and all of that in Arsenal Football Club has gone downhill massively.
Yes.
You know, profits have turned to losses. So he's not a good businessman. Whereas the Liverpool ones, they're more shrewd than Sheik and Roman and all that. But in reality, they want to win, fam. And I think Glazers want to win too, but they're making the wrong decisions. They're not in touch, I think, with the board or the structure around the manager enough.
I don't think they care about winning, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think that they want to be successful enough just to compete in the Champions League, and that's about it. Champions League is success for them. I don't think that they want to win stuff. If they wanted to win stuff, they would never bring in that manager. You don't replace Jose Mourinho with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Like, you don't do it.
I guess
As
you're right.
bad as Mourinho was, yeah, Solskjaer stinks. And the reason why Mourinho was crap for us is because Mourinho can go Tottenham. Tottenham don't have a style of play. They don't have a history of winning things. So you can go and do whatever you want at Tottenham. And as long as you're remotely successful, yeah, for Tottenham standards, you'll be seen as a success.
Yeah.
At Manchester United, yeah, it's not just about winning, it's how you win. You know what I mean? It's not just about football, it's how you play football, bro. He never ever played the Man United style of football, and he didn't win enough, considering how much he spent to even validate his time there. Do you know what I mean? So people look at it and say, oh, yeah, but he was a success. He won 2 trophies, bro. You're Jose Mourinho. You spent like 400 M's, bro, and you won 2 trophies in your first season and didn't win nothing after that and then got sacked, bro. Like, that ain't a successful tenure for me.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Still, when I think about it, with Glazers, it's not winning; it's getting top 4 to get that revenue. So, in a sense, when I'm looking at it as an Arsenal fan, I think about it as winning, because we're so far off top 4 now that I lose myself sometimes and think top 4 is winning. When in reality, it's what we was fed up with in the first place at Arsenal. So, yeah, you're right. It's a bit different. I just want these Americans to just start beefing each other. I want the Liverpool owners to start sending for Kroenke, and that might push Kroenke a bit. Glazers just all get embroiled in some battle over there on Twitter or something, and maybe do something for the club.
Maybe.
Because our issue, like, obviously, you make a lot more money, so you can spend a lot more. But yeah, our issues are similar.
That's what I mean, and I said this already, bro. Jose thrives at clubs where he's bigger than the club. You know them ones. He's bigger than the club. He can have his own way completely, and he can sign the kind of players he wants and do what he wants to do, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's it, bro. At Real Madrid, he had his problems. You know what I'm saying? At Man United, he had his problems. He was loved more at Inter. He was loved more at Porto. He'll be loved more at Tottenham because he's bigger than their football clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just what it is.
I'd argue Inter, but Inter gave
At the
him
time, at the
yeah, at the
time,
time,
Inter
yeah,
weren't doing shit,
yeah.
bro.
At the
Like,
time,
let's
you're right.
be real. Like, AC is the Milan club, innit?
Yeah. No,
Like,
you're
they
right. At the
are.
time, they wasn't still.
And then you look at Juventus as well. Inter weren't doing jack. They weren't doing jack, bro. Do you know what I mean? And he's gone there and he's done his thing. But for me, like, his time at Real Madrid can't really be seen as a massive success. Obviously, he'll talk about the 100, was it 100 goals they scored or something like that?
Yeah.
He'll talk about that. But when you got Cristiano, yeah, Ronaldo, yeah, that's banging God knows how many goals on his own, yeah.
Exactly.
But it goes without saying, innit? It goes without saying. But overall, yeah, he thrives in situations like the situation that he's in right now.
Yeah. He
Do you know
does.
what I'm saying?
He does. Yeah, he got more authority. He likes the authority. He likes the ownership. He likes the clout of it all. He wants it to run like he wants it. And you're right, Real and Man United were a bit too big, and they demanded a bit more, you know, than the rest.
They did, and his football's not attractive, bro. It's not attractive.
I was
Do you know
100
what I'm
points
saying?
Real got, not goals. Yeah, 100 points.
Oh, is it 100 points? Oh, 100 points. Okay.
That's good. It's a good stat still.
It's a very good stat. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a very good stat, man. You know what I'm saying? But Inter won. The thing is with Inter, I think he done the treble with them.
He did, you know. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah,
he done the treble with Inter, bro. And I mean, and had Etu playing at right back and Milito play and left back and Milito playing up front on his own. You know, like that.
That was mad at times.
That was and flipping Materazzi. That was a proper workman-like Inter team. Do you know what I'm saying? They were horrible to watch.
Experience. Schneider, I think he brought in too, didn't he? I think he brought in Schneider to Inter. Or am I wrong?
I think so. I want to say so. That's what I'm saying, bro. Now I mean, and that's the thing with Inter. Like, it's one of them things where, like, they love him there because in Italy that style of football isn't frowned upon anyway.
Nah, it's not. They love it. It's tactical, isn't it?
Exactly. But at Manchester United, bro, like man grew up on flying wingers. You know what I'm saying? Like rapid counter attacks, all these other things. Now I'm saying actually applying pressure and turning the screw on teams. Like coming out on the front foot from the first whistle to the last whistle, not letting up on your opponent, 3-0 up, going for the fourth. That's what Manchester United was about, innit? So for him to come in, he had to step into those shoes.
You know what I'm saying? So soon after Fergie as well, it was he was looked at as the, you know, obviously the name itself says it all, Mourinho. So he was looked at by fans as the next one to bring the Fergie years back in a sense. So obviously it's a different measuring tape to when you had Moyes or when you have Ole. You know, the expectations are different, but in reality, are the club moving different? Did they give him the right resources, tools? You know?
And that's what I mean. Like this brother said, like, bro, you see the way that we are playing now under Oli. It's a joke, fam. I'd rather be moving the ball. I'd rather be playing like Liverpool. Playing like even like a Brighton, bro. I'd rather be playing the brand of football that these men are playing.
He hasn't got that in him.
I'd rather play that brand of football, yeah. And you know what? If we lose a game, I can digest that a lot better.
Because of direction.
Yeah. I can digest a loss, yeah, if I can see there's a brand of football we're playing well consistently, and we have a game plan. I can digest the loss because, bro, everyone loses in football. Now, I mean, as much as man talk about Man City, as much as people talk about Liverpool, these guys do lose football matches. Do you know what I mean? These men didn't go unbeaten. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where man want to see good football, fam. The reason why man see me pissed all the time is because the football stinks. Even when we win games, the football's rubbish. The football's rubbish, bro.
You know what? But if he with Ole, I don't know. He's on his. I don't know. He's on his last little moments at the club, in my opinion, anyway. But I think if he flipped it up now and tried to play attacking and he got banged 5-0, I think it'd be worse for him because after 2 years abandoning whatever you've been trying to do and then all of a sudden trying to do a next thing, people are going to be like, who are you, fam? You've been managing for like how long now? A decade, and you're still bringing out new things that even you don't know how to control. But bro, I seriously believe Ole is that the plans are in motion to replace Ole, regardless of a pickup of results or not. I don't think.
Oh, they have to be, bro. They have to be. Let's be honest.
They can't
They
go on
have
much
to be
longer.
because we're not going to win nothing. We're not going to win nothing with this guy. I think it's obvious. Do you know what I mean? The fact that we very much we struggle to put 3 wins together under him in a row speaks for itself. We're 2 years in now.
Yeah.
So it's one of them ones where
how many wins in a row?
3. He's only done it. I think he's only won three Premier League games in a row. I want to say twice now in 2 years.
And that must have been the third, and one of them must have been in the first 7 months he was there before he became proper manager or something.
I'm not sure because we did draw games as well.
True, yeah.
We were unbeaten, but it wasn't wins in a row. It was unbeaten. Or twice only he's done it. That's what I'm saying. In 2 years.
That's mad.
Man United is supposed to be putting 8-9 game runs together, bro.
That's mad, bro.
At a time.
What's happened to us? Look at that stat there. When I heard yesterday, 3 home losses for the first time since whenever, our worst points tally since 86, 87. Bro, our clubs are finished, bro. Finished. I can't lie to you. As a football club, finished. Arsenal, I don't know. As a brand, we're not finished, obviously, but as a football club, I don't know what's going to happen, man.
And look at this. This is exactly what it is. If the brand of football was positive, then it would be easier to see what's missing in the team.
Yeah, I get you. When you're trying to juggle too many of the problems, which Emery tried to do and Arteta is trying to do now, you start to not see clearly what the issues are. So stick with what you know. I say, as a manager in your first year, stick with what you know. The club and the fans need to have some sort of patience. But if after a year you're not seeing nothing, then it's a mazza. You need to start moving on.
This guy is saying, why don't I look more at the Glazers? You know why? Because the Glazers have been there since 2005. 15 years. And guess what? We won titles with them there. So yes, they are a problem, but they're not the only reason why we're not winning stuff. They're not the only reason. Because people are forgetting that we won the Champions League with them in charge.
They are, 100%. I agree. They are a problem, but not the problem. Whereas
they're not the problem, bro. Do you know what I mean? Do I think that the Glazers are worse than Daniel Levy? I don't.
No, because they listen. As much as they take money out of the club, they allow money to be spent too, and they've allowed them.
But this is what I'm saying. You know what's mad? Like I've said before, these Man United fans, a lot of them don't understand business, innit? So because they don't understand business, they think that because the Glazers are taking money out of the football club, it stops us from spending money. It doesn't. Even if the Glazers didn't take a penny out of Manchester United, they're not going to spend 300 million a season on players.
Yeah,
they're just not going to do that because it don't make business sense.
No, you can't do that. How can
you can't do that? Man City can't even do that.
No, you can't. Not anymore, especially after the FFP thing.
With FFP, you can't spend that even if we had it there, and we do have it there.
Yeah.
But the facts are, we can't spend that anyway. And also, FFP is calculated up against operational costs, wages. We pay some of the highest wages in world football. So we can't spend 250 million net every season anyway, just because we've got too many players on 200 grand a week plus.
Yeah, I think it goes up 7% every year, the wage thing. They allow you a 7% extra every season.
Thank you.
7% ain't a lot when your wage structure's fucked.
Thank you, bro. So Madrid can't do it. Barca can't do it. Remember Madrid were doing the Galactico thing every season. And then they stopped doing that. Because when FFP came in, they couldn't be doing 120 million, 130 million every season. They can't do it no more.
Yeah, it's not sustainable. But they, and I don't like that word sustainable because Arsenal have used it too much. But you need to be able to not just spend within your limits. Take the necessary risks with spending too. But it needs to be smart. It needs to be wise. It needs to be shrewd. You can't just be wasting money, even if you are a club or a business that makes hell of a lot of money.
But that's what I'm saying. So a lot of these guys, they talk like, oh yeah, because the Glazers take money out. The money the Glazers take out the club has no impact on how much we spend in the transfer market. None. So when people are talking about that, bruv, you don't understand business.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
PSG as well. PSG had to loan Mbappe and then buy him. You're right.
Exactly. PSG, bruv, PSG, bro, is a mad thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Is a mad thing. These man have got so much bread and they couldn't, because of FFP, they couldn't even sign Mbappe.
Yeah.
They had to loan him for the first season and then promise the money the next year because of FFP.
Yeah.
And these man got way more money than us.
And since then, they haven't really done a madness like that because they've had to rein it in a bit. Because obviously, when you spend that much, you need to kind of, that's the risks you've taken. Now
you spend that much, you then have to offset it over X amount of years. Yep. And then on top of that, you have to account their wages as well. And Mbappe and Neymar will be on astronomical wages on top of that. Peace. So because of that, because you bought an Mbappe and a Neymar, now you have to bring in an Ander Herrera and them man there.
Yeah. To gloss up around them, basically.
Exactly, because you can't spend that money. You can't go out every season and buy a £100 million player every season. You can't do it because when you bring in £100 million player, you're bringing in £100 million player's wages.
Yeah.
So these man can't do it anyway. So when man are talking like, oh, because the Glazers take the money out the club, it means we can't sign players. That's nonsense, bro. Like the reason why we can't sign players, yeah, is because of FFP. We've got players on too higher wages, yeah, and really and truly, we couldn't have spent that money anyway, bro. So we need to be looking at how we're spending the money, not how much we're spending.
Yeah.
And we need to look at how much we're paying players in wages, not how much we are spending on players every thing. Because you spent over £1 billion.
Yeah, that's the difference with us and you. You know, you've spent it, but spent it wrong. We like, in a sense, we've spent some, but not like you, man. You know,
and it's not like we spent over £1 billion, yeah, and we're selling players, bro. We don't get money for players. You know what I'm saying? Like, who have we got money for? The last player we got money for was Lukaku.
Oh yeah, true. But even that, you took an L on that one, innit?
Bruv, no, we've sold him pretty much for what we bought him for, I think. But bro, Daily Blind pretty much went for free. Memphis pretty much went for free. All the man that we signed, post Ferguson that we've sold, we haven't made a profit on any of them.
It's mad.
Any of them.
So we're like that. In many ways, bro. We're actually the same in many ways. The wages you just talked about and the lack of profit from player sales. And then you look at Liverpool and they're selling these nobodies for like 19 mil, 20 mil, 25 mil.
Herrera went for free. We paid out Alexis's contract. We lost money on Di Maria. We haven't made a profit on any player that we signed.
True, Schneider, one. I forgot about him.
Yeah, Schneider we signed for 25 and he went for peanuts. Bro, so when I tell you something, yeah, man talk about how much the Glazers are taking out of the club, that ain't got nothing to do with ability to spend money. So I'm not angry at that because they own the football club. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Yeah.
I'm more angry about the fact there that money has been spent on wrongly on players because we have an old-fashioned system at the club where the manager has way more control over the signing of players than he should be allowed. That's not the modern footballing way. The modern footballing way is your club has a philosophy, a director of football that signs a certain profile of players to play a certain kind of football. Your manager and your DOF work together. Your DOF gives your manager a list of players and says, these are the players we're looking at. Choose which players you want from this list.
Yeah.
And then you don't get situations where you spend 85 million on a Harry Maguire or 50 million on a Wan-Bissaka that's had one season in the Premier League, can't even get in the England squad.
You get more consistency then, regardless of the manager. You get a mindset, a vision, a project. Regardless of who's in charge of that, you can change that. When you have a project from above the manager, you can change who's in charge of the on-field matters, and it can work. But when you're leaving it all on him, it's the modern day. The managers haven't got that longevity no more. So you need someone that wants to sit just above them, that is going to have that longevity, that's going to sit there and build that connection with the club and essentially be the manager, but a modern day manager where they're behind the scenes and they're called the head of football. And then you have the head coach who just deals with the football. If you have that, it's a lot more consistent, regardless of who's in charge. You get
I think Liverpool got more money for Ryan Brewster than we got for Memphis, blood.
Oh, that's a shot. Maybe thereabouts. You're right. 23.5 mil. It might
Do
have
you,
been.
do you understand do you understand where I'm going with this?
Bro.
So when man are talking about how much the money the Glazers are taking out, no, bro, it's how we're spending the money and the structure beneath the Glazers that needs to change, bro. They need to change that. But I don't have no qualms with how much money these men are spending, bro, because they're spending enough money if it's in the right hands. My problem is the money's never been in the right hands. The negotiation, should never be down to Ed Woodward. He don't know nothing about football. So when he's negotiating, he's a bank manager. That's what he is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And I tell people, I tell Arsenal fans as well, because Arsenal fans get onto me, and anytime I mention Kroenke, they're like, but we spend money. But I'm not just talking about spending money, because like you said, your club spend the money you can spend anyway, regardless of if they're taken out or not. But it doesn't just come down to spending money. It comes down to who are they putting in place to make these decisions. So as much as, all right, cool, we have spent money in the past 5 years at Arsenal, and you're saying the same at United. The wrong decisions of putting maybe Ed Woodward in charge of, for us, Edu, Don Raul, Wenger, Gazidis. We've had so many failures so far. I think that's a big problem too. I think with Liverpool's ownership, they have a bit more of a bond, a consistent communication coming down. It's sad, man. It's sad. But
4 million you sold Gnabry for.
Yeah, bro. Don't even remind me. Do not even remind me, man.
There you go. So that's what I'm trying to say, bro. It's where we're putting the money, not how much we're spending. So people are angry at the wrong things. I'm not saying at all for one moment, that these owners, aren't responsible for the plight of this club, but how much money they're taking out, you're angry at the wrong things, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Still, you have to separate, because as soon as you say owners, people think money. It's not just that,
bro. I don't watch next man's pockets, innit? You know them ones. As far as I'm concerned, how much money is being taken out of the club by the owners, is none of our business, bro, because they own the thing. We don't own it now.
Bro, you see Arsenal fans, we used to complain about Kroenke taking 3 million out of the club. Like 3 million is going to change something. What I want to know is... What the hell are you doing with the club? Not taking 3 million now. It's your business, cool. But what are you doing to increase that 3 million you take out? You know, surely you have to go upwards for that to increase. But even since then, I think he's stopped taking it because we're taking L's.
But that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, honestly, like these men are doing stuff like putting our clubs up as collateral, to fund their NFL things and all these things. But again, that's none of our business, bro, because as long as the club's running successfully as a business, we're still operating in a transfer market. Ultimately, if we didn't know any better, do you know what I'm saying? People only getting angry because they know what's happening.
No, it's true. It's just
in another world, if we never knew how these men were running their business and they saw that we were spending 200 million every season, would man be this angry?
No one would complain. You're right. Still, no one would complain.
But that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm like, bruv, honestly, if you're going to be angry at the right things. Of course, we're angry at the board, and the owners. But, bruv, I'm more angry at the setup and the lack of a director of football and the fact that we've got so many scouts, so many people deciding what player we should get, what player we shouldn't. I'm annoyed because the managers have way too much control still over the players we're getting in. And because they do, every time we get in a new manager, we're replacing the players that the old manager bought. Exactly. Out of all the players that Man United have bought post-Ferguson, we shouldn't still have any Fergie-era ballers left in our squad.
Like we shouldn't have any Wenger ones, but here we are, bro.
Exactly. Because man are selling man that just got bought, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like that. If I look at David Moyes, he bought Matter and Fellaini, Matter shouldn't still be at the club. Fellaini's gone.
I can't believe Matter.
LVG brought Rojo, Snyderlin, Memphis, Luke Shaw, who was already agreed by David Moyes before. All the players I mentioned shouldn't be at the club now. No. Do you know what I'm saying? Ander Herrera's gone. Bro, who else did he bring in? Daley Blind gone. Bro, I could keep going. Falcao Di Maria gone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Flipping Schweinsteiger gone. Bro, man, keep going. Gone. You know, like that. And then you go into Jose Mourinho, brought in Matic, shouldn't be there no more. Lukaku's gone. Eric Bailly's probably on his way out. Paul Pogba's probably gonna leave soon. You know what I mean, bro? When I go through all these ballers that man have bought, yeah, like they're either on their way out or they're gone already, bro.
Yeah.
The man ain't spent money well, fam. Martial, LVG brought, he's still there. Basti's gone already. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, I can't lie. In a sense, you man joined the club when Fergie left, because we was doing madness like that for years before that. When Fergie left, and then I saw what United started turning into. Maybe not the big signings because we're not used to that, but the silly signings, definitely. You know, someone just said
Martial is one of the only players that survived the LVG era because he's a special baller, bro. Yeah. And that's why I say, that is why I say to people, yeah, giving these managers this much power is the main problem that we have, bro. Getting a director of football that chooses the manager and buys players for the manager, and then we don't have a situation where we're constantly replacing the manager before his players, bro, because we've got a different idea.
Yeah, and then the director of football can go to managers and be like, listen, this is the direction I've been going the past 5, 6, 10, 15, however many years. These are the players I got. All right, they bring this in these positions. Can you work with it? And then they hire the man like that, and they are the face. All right, you got the ownership, but the face of the direction then becomes the director of football. You know,
not absolutely, bro. Facts. And this guy's saying I'm right, but that's allowed by the Glazers. Yes, it is. But then what I'm saying is, yeah, listen to what I'm saying. Be angry at the Glazers because they haven't set up a proper structure, yeah? Don't be angry at them because they're taking money out, because it's none of your business. And that's not affecting our ability to spend.
Yeah.
It's not. What's affecting our ability to spend is because our wage structure is so damn high, because we got all these mediocre ballers.
Yeah, hence why you blame who they've put in place, because it goes down to, it's not just money, it's personnel, it's direct.
It's the personnel. The fact that Luke Shaw's on nearly 200 grand a week, the fact that Mata, Phil Jones, Andreas Pereira all got new deals within the last 12 months.
Yeah, fam, look at this guy. He said it again. I'm glad you said it again, because I saw it. We signed Xhaka, Mustafi, Lucas Perez for 117 mil, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't get 118 pounds for Mustafi and Xhaka now, bro.
But that's what I'm trying to say. So let's be angry at the fact, yeah? Let's get angry at the fact that our club setup is an absolute shambles. I don't care about how much money they take out and the debt. Everyone talks about the debt. I don't care about the debt. Do you know what I mean? The richest people on planet Earth are up to their eyeballs in debt. But guess what? They can finance that debt because they've got assets.
Yeah.
And United Football Club is an assets worth over $4 billion. So what is 600 million debt if you've got 4 billion?
It's just excuses, bro. You know, people just want to, just talk for the sake of talking.
But that's what I'm trying to say. So my thing is, yeah, I can say the Glazers are crap. However, I can also say that with the players that Manchester United have, we should be in a full-blown title challenge right now. And we're not, because our manager's not good enough. Both can be true.
But yeah, because they're looking at the league right now, definitely. Like a bit more.
Both can be true. Points-wise, we're in the title race. The only reason why people don't believe we're in the title race is because they know who our manager is.
Yeah, form, performance, all
if
that.
If our manager was Pochettino right now and we are playing good football and we had a game in hand and we're 5 points off the top, people would say, yo, United are in the title race.
A lot more belief.
Yeah, but because it's Oli, man are like, yeah, United ain't in the title race.
Yeah, I can't lie. That's why even Arsenal fans still have some cheek to laugh at United, because they think that, all right, Ole is just going to still sink the ship. But
you see?
Not the case, bro.
That's what it is, guys. So understand, yeah? Be angry at the owners, but be angry for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So man can say the owners are crap, but you can't say we're not spending enough, because we are. That's factually incorrect. You can't say that we need to spend more money, yeah? Because we don't need to spend more money, because we spent more money than everyone else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like you said, if you don't see the finances behind the transfer figure, yeah, you would accept that 200 million spending more than most teams every summer. You'd accept that.
We're averaging like 160 million spent a season.
Yeah, that's mad.
So man can't say. That's post-Ferguson. We're averaging that much per season. Man can't say that the managers haven't been back. The thing is, we haven't spent the money well.
No, that's
but the managers have been backed. All of them.
That's exactly it. For Man United, definitely. For us, it's a bit different, but it's not spending the money properly as well. Because even if you're spending less, like Liverpool have shown, you can still pick out talent. You can still get quality names and be more shrewd. But we haven't been. Both clubs haven't been. You man have gone for the big names. Obviously, that brings commercial revenue too. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was just a bad decision, and it's just holding you back right now, I think.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you smash the like. Bruv, that flew, bro. And bruv,
what?
good conversation.
Yeah,
bruv. That's what happens when we have proper football conversation. Like, there's so many different layers to it. You know them ones. And that's why man likes having these kind of football chats, man. You know what I mean? As I said, anyone can sit down there and read newspaper headlines, bro. Like that. But when you're having proper football discussion, there's different tiers to it, bruv. There's back and forths. You know what I mean? There's layers and that. There's no right or wrong answer. Do you know what I'm saying? Usually there's more than one answer.
Especially when you support different clubs as well, because it's different perspectives.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. We get down to the real football talk, bruv. That's what it is. Forget the surface level superficial stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's not what we do, bruv.
On with that. I might be back on that one day if we're winning again. I'd love to be back on the superficial stuff, but until we're winning, it's gonna be like this for now, mate.
That's what I'm saying. Big up everyone here. Make sure you subscribe to Turkish's channel. You lot already know his @ is in the title of the video. Do you know what I'm saying? So you just need to slap that. Click on that. You can click on that now. You don't even need to leave the stream, and it will take you there to subscribe. My Twitch partnership, I've applied for it. I'm just waiting now. To hear about what they want me to do. You know what I mean? Next, but I'll definitely get it. For sure. So that's coming soon. Do you know what I mean? And I did say when I was doing my stream today that I'll do a subs only stream on Twitch every now and again, and I'll probably bring on like a guest or something like that just for the subscribers, because there's bare you lot that have subscribed, premium subscribers. I think I've got over 75 already or something like that. So you know what I'm saying? Big up them, and I'm nearly at 3,000 followers on Twitch. So you get me?
Come on.
Man's doing my thing, man. So big up you lot. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you smash the like. And yeah, if you're not following me on Twitch, make sure you follow man on Twitch, man. It's been a good show, fam. You got anything that you want to plug now?
Well, I just see someone asked if I've got a Twitter. That's my @ there on Twitter and Instagram @TurkishLDN. I got my YouTube channel in the title, like Rants said. We'll be back with Rants on my channel this Friday, 6 p.m. There might be a special guest expressions on, hopefully. If not on that,
I'll shout him anyway. I'll shout him and see what he's doing as well, bro.
I've spoken to him already, so I'm just thinking, should we do it on the same one, me, you, and him, or should I just?
Yeah, you might as well just bring him on.
Yeah, we'll do that then. This Friday, 6 p.m. Me, Rants and Expressions, North London Derby special. Rants, the special guest referee. And yeah, we'll get that cracking. Make sure you're there.
Yeah, defo, guys. So make sure you slap the like before you leave. Still 1.2. We had like 1.3, 1.4K for most of the show. So slap the like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm back tomorrow, guys. What the hell have I got tomorrow? Let me tell you the schedule for tomorrow. Yeah, I got my show with Akeem still at 4, as usual. Then I'm back with Saeed, obviously, for all the build-up.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got Champions League tomorrow. And then, obviously, post-match as well. Cams is on the post-match, I think. So,
okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so, like, yeah, man, the people them are here tomorrow still, man. So, it's going to be a busy one. You know what I mean? So, big up all you lot. Got, what, 4 streams for you lot tomorrow.
Come on, work rate.
Yeah, man. So we're working, man. So I'm going to catch you lot tomorrow. Champions League business.